For my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? This what you don't wanna see more. You wanna see more but you wanna see soar. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Y'all gotta pardon my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch of my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my hand.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the visiting team and our home team. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And this contest is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll call that one a gain of, say, 2 yards at second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 2 yards there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Cut! Ric Flair! By 20!
Throw here, 3rd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Offensive timeouts, that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Orange, orange. Super!
Slot man motioned over.
Whoa! What's that?
On 4th down, Goff. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Running right. Here's right. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Right. 180.
Goff to the air now. Throw is caught.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd and goal, Goff sheds off a rusher. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
There's not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
We go tonight. Hold on. Check. What's that?
4th down, Goff throwing. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Our home team, nothing.
Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they cannot be happy to have spent all 3 of theirs in
so typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. That's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar in a jumbled life of glitter. Through north to the boys get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door. I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state that worries daily. But if I link my G's it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling baby jet.
That's so typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. That's so typical.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team.
Will Riker to kick off.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Room to maneuver at the 35. And touchdown! Darius Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0.
That's the score. Visitors 7. Our home team nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down and 9.
Throwing is McCarthy. They'll try him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why did we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
And this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
and he's coming down here just outside of the 20.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, that's Felton.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now McCarthy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but I think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Goff giving the football to Davis on an out route.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
This is Davis.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I-20! Maverick! 76, help! 76! 70, like that.
Now it's gone.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy can't get away, and he's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Mustang 19 Lion.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone.
14. Visitors 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted.
Now he's free at the 35.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Ty Felton,
28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive.
McCarthy. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To Ty Felton. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
2nd and 7.
15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
But somebody got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Well, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70. Check snaps. Dragon 60. Right here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
Will try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
19 more yards. That's another first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy
scoring on the keeper from 6-yard out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Visitors 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball a little bit fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Ty Felton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Visitors 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really
Unfortunately for them, have to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to throw, Goff. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We go, 76, 120, go, 12, go.
Goff throwing again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A gain of 14. And a first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
We go.
Goff now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Super one, super one.
Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
180. Super.
Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. This is caught by Addison. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here's McCarthy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, it just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. And what a big-time play there. 49 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Now it's Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
18.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Gain of 33.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
To kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And now here's another interception. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw is gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
We're good. We're good. Super. 76. Tell him.
Goff now looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the right sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Visitors 18.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Gone. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Listen. Shoot first, take these kids.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Looks like they'll move things around here. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after try forthcoming. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score. Our home team 73. Visitors 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Hey, let's go. A bomb. Hut. 180. Set.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One last throw here for Goff. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just